Hola, buenas tardes. Good afternoon. This is Andrew Weston, high rising in space connection and energy systems of the hydraulic energy pattern systems, waving pattern systems, and everything through the hydraulics. I'd like to thank all the subscribers and viewers and everybody that's going on right now through these connections. It's going through so much incredible force of recognition systems, and those recognition systems are high rising illumination light systems. Remember I was telling you about my transformation lights through its symbols? Its connection and waving patterns is high rising everything through its information systems. So understanding the cycle divisions and everything through the hydraulics, you have to understand your circuitry system through your body systems. So when you see yourself through your perception, you can set your division tones of vibration frequency systems. This allows you to use continuous force systems. So I hope everybody's doing well. Thank you very much for subscribers and viewers and everybody else that's watching my channel. There's a lot of questions still about, what's going on, like how do I understand the information? You really have to understand the absence of everything that's going on through its continuous force. It's extremely powerful energy system. My high rising of its mind system is complete out of its galactic system. It's no longer in the matrix now, okay? It is now in the center core of the dimensionalist system. So I'm creating all divisional lines of magnetic forcing highway information systems that are connected through alignments of numbers. And those numbers are high rising through the hydraulic systems. Andrew, Melissa, Lexi, Ash, how's it going? Good afternoon. So I built out a structure system through a cycle system and everything through its connection of its white graphing board system. And it's high interference of electronic interference. Now, as you can see, you see that? See that white formation right there? See, watch this. Watch my hand disappear. Everybody ready? Watch this. It's gone. You see how powerful I am? You can't see my hand. That's full communication with the matrix sun. You can't see my hand. It's covered, right? It's like it's been erased. That's how powerful you can be, okay? So everything that you see is communication, right? That's what I'm saying. It's understanding that I'm full continuous force. I am no longer in the matrix now. Okay, there's a reason why I keep giving you videos and I keep upgrading, going higher and higher. I'm now in the simulation world system, and it's a totally different illumination light system. Like I said, my eyes have perception are high rise through its divisions of illumination of circuitry systems through the elements of its connection energy wave and pattern systems, which means the simulation world is now communicating with me fully. And my illumination light system through my body and ego system, as soon as I close my eyes, I see everybody's perception through its illumination lights. So I see you glowing, I see your mechanisms, I see your solar divisions, and I see your transformation light systems, and I see your density of systems through its circulation rotation systems. All right, so it's extremely powerful when everything disappears. Look at that. My hand's gone. My arm is gone. That's full communication. That's understanding that you can high rise your divisions through your body and ecosystems, and how you can win cipher. Cipher is everything through its connection of its mecha systems and its connection through its planets and ecosystems. Okay? Look at that. My arm is gone. My hand is gone. That's full communication. Right? Now watch this. See that? See how it changes wave and pattern? Okay? Now it's cycling through a system that's going on its connection energy waving patterns. Okay, like I said, you have the matrix sun, you have the matrix moon. Now, basically, as you can see, it's extremely white, right? It's the highest formation of white system. The more brighter it gets, the more it glows through its glowing mechanisms, the more you high rise through your divisions of communication levels of white interference. Okay, that's total white interference, and that's how you disappear with the arm system. Okay, so this holographic system through electronic interference now is 5 divisional point systems. Do you see how the illumination of the lights now? You see that? Everything I see in the back is a reference to a portal division, and that's where you go into activation code systems. That's communication, right? That's communication. That's communication, right? It's extremely powerful stuff, right? Dark on one side, but it's not dark. It's illumination through the matrix moon. The matrix moon is now on a cycling system that's on its connection of its simulation world system. So every video I give you is going to high rise through its divisions. So I'm no longer in the matrix, okay? I'm subdividing right now through the simulation of world system, okay? Which is platitude me through a body system, a dimensional set system, through a shape system. and its full connection wings to its illumination light systems. So yeah, it's powerful stuff that's going on right now. But I got an illustration of diagram probing of what's going on with your electronic interference. And it's very important that you can do these things and have your arm disappear, right? So as you can see, it's white here, but over here, it's a little bit blue. So that's how it gets full communication, understanding that your blue mechanisms through your energy field, through force recognition systems. Remember I was telling you about the plasma system and the helix and the hydrogen? That's exactly what it is. It's fully communicating with it. So understanding that my perception is now everything that I see is a dimensional round. It's a plasma system. It's a liquid. Okay, and it circulates and rotates. So the fingertips are 5-point divisional levels of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 10, right? 10-point divisional levels, right? 11 and 12, 12 within its center. Okay, it's not in the 12th dimension. Okay, it's now in the simulation of its world system. Okay, so pretty soon it's going to be casting a huge white interference, right? And the only thing you're going to see, okay, is a white graphing cycle of its system. That's how you go through its connections of its hologram system, of its holograph system. Okay, because the kinetic energy waving patterns are extremely high now in the simulation world system. Okay, because everything is altitude and velocity of speed systems. Okay, but you can see how powerful that white is. See? It's like walking into a wall. It's like going in. Look at that. It's another dimension. See that? Now, if I go into it, right, I communicate with it fully, and now I'm in the simulation world system. Okay? Dimensional Earth, simulation. You see the portal? You see the activation code system? It's a door system. So it's kind of like, isn't that fascinating? Look at that. That's communication. Fascinating stuff, guys. It's an invisible contact information center through its vibration system. Okay, so my voice has changed again. Okay, so now I'm going to connect through the harmonic system. So my voicing grids are going to be like, it's like SOS, you know. It's century code systems through its activation code systems, its connection energy wave and pattern systems to location system of the simulation worlds, galactic high force systems. It's extremely high energy that's going on right now. But as you can see, you know, I'm inside. Imagine me being outside. That's a totally different dimensional realm through a multiverse system. Okay, so if I phrase my hand system through its full connection energy wave and systems, it's high illumination lights. And right now it's opening another dimension through a portal division. But see how powerful it is? See? Everything's communication. It changes. It's unbelievable. So if this structure of a wall wasn't here, you would not be able to see me. That's how high rise you can be through the simulation of the world system, because it has an identity force system that's a high illumination light. It's the highest light that you can accumulate, okay, through its golden surface of its center system that vibrates on the harmonic systems, okay? But it's extremely powerful stuff, isn't it? Because the matrix sun is right here, right? But I got all this. See, my hand's gone. My arm's gone, right? So it's powerful stuff, guys. So how's everybody doing? The more you communicate with high cycles of circles through its connection energy waving patterns, you realize that the matrix high rises through the sun, but the sun is the simulation of its world system. So basically what it is, guys and ladies, is that I've walked into the sun. That's the simulation of its world system. You have to go into the sun, out through the sun. Okay, so it's kind of like this. So it's like this. Okay, you're going into the sun, you come out the other side, right? And then you go through a different realm of its dimensional system, and then you go through its parallel of its multiverse system. Okay? Now it's extremely high rise right now through its dimensional port systems. So in the background, you guys should be seeing this going round and round. So you can see that the portal is open, but now you can't see my hand. See, it's gone. Just a little bit. That's communication, right? So it's walking into the sun. That's what it is, the matrix sun. And you go to the other side, it's the center core of its eye system. So once you high-rise your illumination lights of its vibrations, you go into the simulation world system of 5D. Okay? So I'm platitude to the 5D now, full and completely, because I'm changing its vibration and its alignments again. So it's starting in its rebirthing. Okay? Remember I was telling you about father and mother have to come together? How they have their cycle divisions through its alignment systems of its number systems? Well, my yin and yang is already done. So as it's come together as one, okay, it's unity system right now. That's becoming an infinity system of the infinity 8, okay, 12 within its center. So line frequency is everything, and that's just how you get a portal activation code system, okay? But that's high communication systems right there, okay? That's extremely powerful. It's kind of like loss of transition. Like you can just, you know, I think it's fascinating when you see this. Look at that. It's amazing. This is like in 2-dimensional point systems. Okay. It's understanding full communication through the mind system. Okay. So as me going into the matrix sun itself, okay, it changes everything through its anomaly system. And that's how it becomes into simulation world system. So I have this illustration of the diagram. I'm going to show you guys what's going on right now. Okay. Very powerful stuff. Okay. So basically, this is what it is, guys and ladies. Now, this electronic interference, understanding everything through its alignments. Okay. These are 5-point divisionals. Okay. You understand that. You touch its screen. Okay. You do it in its atmosphere system. That's how you get electronic interference. Now you have the green, the blue, and the red. Okay. The green is electronic interference through its connection to waving patterns. Each point divisional has 5 divisional point systems through its activation code systems of its planet system, which is your planet system. So you have to understand your hydraulics and how it works through its line dividing systems. So everything through the circuitry system changes color every time you change an atmosphere system. So it's understanding that your human behavior system is changing dimensional realm through a portal activation code system. So basically, my hand is coming out. You have to understand, this is how you see things. This is my hands. Okay, this is what I see. Okay, there's in reference, everything is connected through the golden cycles of circles. Okay, but it didn't have yellow. But I'm just showing you how powerful it is. These are the circuitry elements. Okay, the blue is my energy fields, the green is electronic interference, and the red is the heat signatures through planet systems. Okay, because everybody has it's called a heat count, and a heat count is the circulation rotation through a planet system. So you're communicating through the hydraulics of its meteorological system. Remember I was telling you about that? We're going to get connected and how we can create a whole planet system. Okay, so when you communicate, that red of its connection connects with you through your planet system of 5-point divisional levels of its point system through its dimensional set system. This is extremely powerful stuff, guys. Okay, so it's 10 divisional lines, 11 within its center, plus it's 12, right? Because as you can see, if you look up close, you can see the star. You can see my activation in the center. Everything connects through its center of its divisions. And that's how you get electronic interference. Okay, and that's how you, this is what I created today, guys. Okay, I did this for everybody to show you how powerful it is to walk into the matrix sun. Okay, this is the matrix sun right here. Okay, so it's understanding what's happening right now with the simulation of world system. I am no longer in the matrix. So now we're going to connect through videos of simulation world systems through DNA structures of alignment systems and how we can use the numbers, letters, and shapes to formulate building systems. And that's how you get electronic interference through its back-winding surface of its cycles. As you can see, this is green. This is electronic interference. So everything through its system, the information comes out, right? So as it's coming out, it's using electronic interference. But you're going to find, too, once you go through your perception, as soon as you close your eyes, it's coming at you like 3D mechanisms. And it's allocating location systems, and it's electrocuting everything through your body and ego systems. So what I mean by electrocuting is to understand that, you know, it's like getting an electric shock with a plug. You know, it just, well, that's exactly what it is. So it's a reverberation system, okay, that's connected through the matrix sun. So when you get into the simulation world system, you're going to understand what the matrix sun is and what it does through you through electronic interference of informations. Okay? But you see the cycle divisions, how it goes into its dimensional realms? As soon as you touch it, it's like touching a graphing wall of a cycle system through a window system. That's exactly what it is. It's communication, right? All right. So that goes off. That's in a different dimension of its parallel system. Okay. But this is on the dimensional Earth. But this is in the matrix sun. Okay. So it's powerful stuff, guys. It really is. Now on your side, your perceptions are going to see different. You probably see gold, you probably see blue, you probably see green. It depending on your perception, your behavioral system through your planet system. So it's very important to activate your planet system so you can high-rise your meteorological systems of its red. Formulate everything through the blue, which is your energy fields. Okay. Understand the retraction. Retraction is everything to understand its connection through its interforce connections and everything through its collaboration and its partnership of its fingertip systems. Okay, so as soon as I put my hand out, okay, it's communicating right now. That's communication. Okay, so I'm communicating with other planet systems right now. Okay, so basically what's happening is understanding that you have to understand how to see these things. And that's how you understand the electronic interference, blue, red, and green. Okay, because these are electrical wires. Okay, the electrical systems that are in the body and ecosystems. So the connections are so fast, okay, through the hydraulics. So it's understanding that your hands and electricity, okay, is going like this, okay, and it's communicating with the shape system of its pixelization system, okay. So your coloration through your perceptions are changing every single time, okay. So it's a walk cycling circle of a center, okay, that's going through its connection and walking in to the matrix sun. And that's why you can't see anything, you know, and it's extremely powerful stuff. See? So, and I feel it. It's not just feeling, it's hearing and seeing. Like once you get full communication with the matrix sun and the matrix moon, you're in the simulation world system. Okay. So we're going to get into DNA structures of simulation world systems, how computers react to other computer systems. What I mean by computer system is understand the neurology, okay, how everything reacts to everything through its conceptions and everything through its perceptions of its multi-systems. So once we understand that our operation system is fully, completely out of the hydraulics of its circuitry of its mind systems, then we can communicate with this electronic interference of its backforce system, of its wind graphing system, okay, because that's electronic interference. So as soon as you pinpoint those 5 divisional levels of your hand, or 12 within its center, you're going to understand how to communicate with its wall or its window surface. And that electronic surface is going to go in and out. Now, depending on your perception, it's going to high-rise illumination light system, and it's going to show you portal division. Okay? This is a portal division right now. Walking cycle of its system through the matrix sun. That's what that is. So it's extremely powerful stuff. I'll show you that one more time. But really, really try to get connected with electronic interference. Understand. Okay? That's exactly what you need to do. Right? So like I said, we're no longer in the matrix. We're in the simulation world system. And like I said, you just keep high-rising, high-rising, high-rising. So it's very important, like I said, for people that don't understand my video, what you have to do is go back to my videos, okay? Because everything is going to get a lot more complicated now. It has to get more complicated because I'm high-rising to higher force of entity force systems, and nobody knows how to do these things except me because it's communication full wind cycles, okay? Now, if anybody was here, let's just say you were talking to me. I was talking to you, you were talking to me. That's 2 different dimensional parallel dimension systems through different vibration systems. So the velocity wind system is understanding how fast you're going, okay, through the acceleration. So you could be going Mach 6, Mach 10, okay? All right? So once you put your hand in, you're flying extremely fast around the matrix sun and you're communicating through its eye center because everything has communication through human behavioral systems. So if somebody was here and they put their hand in there, that would have a full reaction through your hydraulic energy systems because you don't understand communication, right? Now it's illumination of lights, right? But once you become the mind graphing system, communication line signals through the matrix sun, you become a full completion of a gamma ray system through the hydraulics of its harmonics, and everything through its connection of its hologram system. Okay? So, but other than that, how's everybody doing? I did a recent video this morning. I just wanted to get you prepared of what's going on right now. All right. So as you can see, there's two different parallel systems. See how it's on an angle? Okay. It's on an angle right now. Now, basically, I had blinds up, but blinds are also communication. So you have to understand how to communicate with material and also how to communicate with light, because they're in two different parallels of dimension set systems through a vibration system. Because everything has a velocity spin system, and that velocity spin system is on a different plantation of its Torx system. Okay, because everything is a mecha system through a solar system of its connection of its radioactive system. Okay, so we're getting into the meteorological. So you have to understand we're going to create a planet system, and I'm going to show you how you can align your own solar system. But you have to understand your point and line division, right? So that's what I mean by high rise. You're going out of the matrix and you're coming into the simulation, right? So step by step, you know, one step at a time. But like I said, really, really try to watch my videos back, okay? I can't do short videos. It's extremely impossible for me, you know? The only time I can do short videos is when I'm on the holiday weekend, right? Because the weekends are free for me and I do short videos. I don't do live. As soon as I do live, it's information, but now it's not information anymore. It's knowledge of everything, and it happens in seconds. I don't think about anything anymore. So once you go through the sun, the matrix sun, you communicate with all vibrations through its walk system, because the matrix moon has a center core. The matrix sun has a center core. Everything through a planet system has a center core. Electronic interference has its communication through its activation of its portal activation systems. See, that's the star mechanisms. That's a connection through everything with electronic interference. Okay? So really try to look at your hand and try to understand illumination lights. Okay? And try doing this with your eyes. Go like that. Go like that. Really fast. That's going to high rise your division through illumination light system, and it's going to change your circulation rotation system. Okay? So when that happens, it's going through its molecule system. Because you have to understand, once you're out of your mind braving waving system, it's changing everything, okay, through the hydraulics of its circuitry. Because the mind is nothing but electronic. Same with the connection of the matrix heart. You want to know how to communicate with it, right? So basically, my matrix heart is now a simulation heart system. It connects in all ways and forms through its structures of its 5D system. Okay? So it's very important that I platitude everybody to the fifth dimension, right? So, but look how powerful that is. Isn't that amazing? It's incredible force, guys. Once you understand what's going on. So, how's everybody doing? Questions? I can hear you, but can't see you because of the buffing. Yeah, it's electronic interference. It will go in and out. And like I said, my energy is high force wind systems. It's extremely powerful. Karis, my twin flame ended up with someone else after you aligned him. Really? His century system was high rising through a division level. See, the thing is, you have to understand your communication of its planet systems and everything through its alignments, okay? Because it's a fragmented system. Your computer analytical mind system is going to tell you to either go here or go there. So you're answering your questions through everything that's its connection, okay? So his divisions was set on so many different levels, all right? But there's not just one twin flame. It's just understanding how to find that system, you know, because they're either high rise more than you, or they're in another totally planet system through location centers. So, but you can find your balance, Karis, with your twin flame if you want to. It's understanding his vibration, right? You can get your twin flame back. Okay, you have to understand the cosmos situation. I'll get into that later, but what it is understanding the cycles of the male, understanding the cycles of the female, because it's totally different anomaly system through human behavioral systems, because they ride on so many different elements, okay, when it comes to electronic interference, okay? So, like I said, everything I give you through its information is extremely powerful stuff, and a lot of people don't understand it. That's why you have to watch my videos way back, you know? Maybe, you know, I got over 412 videos, right? Now, it's always going to keep high rising. So as long as you get a basic understanding and you're in the energy division, you'll be fine. But for all the new viewers and anybody that's watching my channel, try to watch my videos back so you can understand everything that's what's going on through your body and ego's energy transmission lights. Okay? So yeah. Yeah. So if you consider yourself your high rise through division. So it's communication multiverse. That's good. I saw that under DMT. It's one hand position and the other negative. No. No. It's just changing fragmentations of communication line signals, Ash. It's understanding that you're communicating with the matrix sun and the matrix moon. Okay? That's what it is. But look how bright that is. It's amazing, eh? It's just showing you every time you high rise through your communication levels, you have to understand how powerful your illumination light system is. So the matrix sun is showing me how powerful I am through communication of wire signals. That's what it is. Okay? It's exactly what it is. It's a portal activation code system. So every video that I do, I either warp text and time leap, time jump, going through velocity wind systems, going on so many plantations of computer systems. But once you get into simulation with world system, oh man, it's a totally different anomaly because everything through your DNA structure is changing. Okay, my transformation lights are changing through its perceptions. My mind system is going into the simulation, right? Your ego and transformation system, okay, is changing the hydraulics. Michael's pretty informed with it because he's seeing nothing but light, and he's high rising through his information centers. So he's understanding point division and line division. So he's going to go faster and faster with his location. Same with Ash. Lexi's in that Prosper's system too. It's just understanding way beyond meditation method systems, right? So, but no, nothing's negative when you're a high illumination light system. Yeah, when you play with your energy, you have to understand its communication because it windsurfs its cycles. Okay, see that? Yeah. Now see how it goes from here, and it changes. Okay, that's understanding communication with everything through its plantation, its vibration of its communication of its ground formations and everything circulation rotations. Remember I was saying we're going to get into the ground formations? Well, first of all, I had to do an illustration of hand formation because that's everything through circles and cycles. So you have to understand these things. Okay, so if I do this, right, everybody's going to feel the warmth of the matrix sun. Okay? Okay? Your hair is going to stand up. Your body's going to change into fractions through its symbols of its letters, numbers, and shapes. Okay? So I'm giving you a taste of what it's like to be in the simulation of its world system. It's the highest formation through electronic interference. Because once you full in your cycles through full communication, you connect with everything through electronic interference. Okay? You can stand in somebody in their provisions, okay, through their proactive systems, and it make them dizzy in seconds. That's how powerful the simulation world system is. Yeah, it's incredible force that's going on right now. So. Yeah, when you bring your palms together, yeah, there's always going to be light and dark. Okay? Always. There has to be, because there has to be balance. Okay? But it's understanding how to keep that balance every single day. And it's the hardest thing to do through the ego system. Okay? So everything has to circulate. You could be thinking positive in one way and thinking negative in another way, but you have to remember too, father is the left, mother is the right. So you're not just communicating with the mind anymore. You're communicating with father and mother and archangels. Every time you voke, every time you command, and every you call upon. Okay? Your words are more powerful than anything else. So when you connect, you're not just connecting through your thoughts. You're connecting through space, identity force systems, planets, intelligence, solar systems, everything through its nature core systems, everything through vibrations of its body and ego systems, and its full connections of archangels, angels, anything that simulates on its walk system. Okay, so what I mean by that is actually seeing alien formations that are on the dimensional Earth system, because you know they're transformation lights and their communication signals. Okay, if they're open through their pattern systems, then you understand the hydraulics, then you understand their circuitry, then you understand their communication. Right? You just do that to their hand formation, to their body system, you're going to feel the rotation of their systems. And it's going to hide when their force is either low, middle, or high. And that's how you understand their harmonics through the mechasystems of its body systems. Okay? But we're getting into the heat signatures and we're getting into ground formations. We're getting into gravitational pull. Okay? And we're getting into creation of planets through numbers, letters, and shapes. Because everything formulates into one. All right? So you have to become that illumination light system through the communication, through father, through mother, archangels, and angels. And everything that walks this earth through its illumination light system. And that's how you have full collaboration through its communications, okay, of alignment systems. Okay? It's extremely, extremely important to do these things. That's what you need to do. So. And see how it's, you know, it's just getting brighter and brighter, right? The more you high rise, and I keep saying high rise because it's the gamma ray system now, okay? So it's understanding to go past point division and line division and understanding everything through its fragmentations. It's going way beyond the computer system now. But once you get into the simulation world, it's incredible force. And it's incredible, incredible force. And your atmosphere system is going on so many cycle divisions of its energy fields. Okay? So, but like I said, the yin and yang is high illumination light system through its communication and everything through the number system. So the vibrational changes through its coloration, and the magnetic magnesium force highway system of its core system is now on its full rotation and is coming into the full cycle of father, mother, okay, myself, and the archangels and angels. Now, once that comes together, it's going to high rise everybody's body and ego systems, okay, and high rise their illumination lights of intelligent systems. It's a process. These things take time, okay? But once you formulate around that, you're going to be able to understand what's going on with your body and ego system, because everything's communication. That's communication. That's communication. That's communication. That's communication. Everything's communication. So it's understanding electronic interference. So basically, I changed the wind surfacing illumination light to blue, right? But it's graphing that it's white. So right now it's on a higher mechanism of dimensional, of its multiverse system. Okay? So if it was in the multiverse, it would be all different variations of colors because you're seeing it through your perception. But the fact it's the highest light white, because I go through so many traveling mechanisms through the mind system, I am on so many different illumination lights, and that's how you go through its connection, through its electronic interference, okay, through friendship, relationship, and partnership. So if I was in the multiverse, you would see green, and you'd see blue, and you'd see purple, and you'd see yellow, because the multiverse is very colorful, right? So it's just full communication is everything once you get into the simulation world, because it's a whole new DNA structure of everything through electronic interference. You have to understand how to communicate with everything, okay? So you won't have any problems with your legs. You won't have any problems with your vibrations. Wow, I just felt a reverberation of vibration through my body and ego system through circulation rotations. Why is it high rising my divisions? You have to understand all this information. So you have to understand that your human vessel, okay, is not just high rising, but the mind system is coming out of its operation program system. Okay. Always try to give it up. Don't try to keep going back, because it's not going to be able to communicate with you, especially if you're understanding information more and more and more. And that energy will keep going into you faster, faster, and faster. Okay, so your knowledge of acceptance will high rise its divisions through the intelligence. And that energy will change everything through its perceptions. Okay, so as soon as you close your eyes, that illumination light system, you'll see your whole body system light up in the dark. Powerful stuff, guys. It really, really is. That's the simulation world. Okay, it's understanding sonar vision. Okay, radioactive, red eye. Okay, you wear those special goggles. You know, you turn off all the lights. You see the light. That's what it is. That's understanding that your light formation system is changing through its perceptions. Okay, and that's how you communicate with the matrix sun. But you have to understand how to communicate. You can't just, look at an everyday system and say, hey, what am I doing wrong? You're not communicating with the atmosphere enough. You're not communicating with the ground. Now, it may look strange communicating in the ground, but it's going to help you out. It's going to understand how it's connected through you. So you're not going to have any problems with your vibrations through your body system. Okay? So you have to understand that you're a full electrical system through energies of all shapes, anomalies, and perceptions of everything through the molecules, through your atom, through the hydraulics, the circuitry, the mind, okay? And all its energy of its communication signals, which is a gamma ray signal. So once you get into the gamma rays, then you're getting full rotations of portal activation codes into the helix and the hydrogen, okay? So we have to get into the meteorological system, okay? Because you have to understand your web graphing, because it's a totally different computer system. So it's understanding how to upgrade your graphing system through the subgraphing. The subgraphing and split dividing everything through its planet system, and how you can change human behavior from light and dark and light and all light. You can illuminate a light system if you know how to change everything through time system. Because remember I was telling you about there's no place and no time and no age when you're in space? Well, if you understand communication through space, the multiverse, and how to understand alignments through vibration, you can change time. Okay? And I've done that with my past reference, right? Everything through my dream set sequence. I change the projection. I change the images. Okay? And that's how you communicate fully into the simulation world system. You really have to let go all old timelines through vibrations, or you're not going to be able to high rise faster and faster through its communication line signals. But you want to get into the gamma ray signal, because if you don't get into the gamma ray signal, you won't be able to get into the simulation world system. Okay? Now, like I said, everybody will get there eventually, but it's better to know this information now so you can set your divisions, okay? Because it's no longer a chakra system, okay? This is understanding how to communicate with electronic interference through an electrical system and circuitries. You have to understand the elements, you have to understand the components, and you have to understand everything through its activation. Okay, that's what it is. You have to know how to activate your body. You have to know how to deactivate it through dimensional portal activation code system. You have to change location through planet system, location grid systems. You have to understand allocation of location of alien plantations of ground formations, circulation rotations of graphing cycles of systems. You have to understand meteorological signatures, how to go into heat mixtures, everything through the graphing of its medical system, and everything through its calculation modifications. The calibrations are high rising all divisions through the circuitry systems right now. Okay? So understanding your wind cycles of northwest, south, and east, your traveling mechanisms are going to change the weather patterns through the biochemical electrical systems. So. Okay, so let's see. Everybody's got questions here. How do you override electronic interference? Your overriding system is understanding your data processing system through its connection and energy waving patterns. You have to know your energy field system. You have to understand how to get friendship, relation, partnership. You can have friendship, but it's better to have a relationship so you can communicate with your body systems and full communication with the simulation world systems. Okay? So everybody's still in the galactic system, but you have to understand how to communicate higher through electronic interference. And the only way to do that is not understand your overriding electronic interference, but understand how to get your balance through its electronic interference. Okay? So you have to understand electronic interference with its communication of its web graphing cycle of its system through its window, or the web graphing system of its computer system, of its telegraphing system, and energy of its telecommunication, of its vortex, okay, or its activation modes, proactive systems that are connected through the computer systems. Okay, so you have to know how to communicate with it fully. Okay, so once you understand that, that information is given to you. That goes into your energy system. So you're not going to have any more problems with electronic interference with the computer. And that's how you high-rise your divisions, through its balance of its systems. Okay? Because anything through objects, things, places, and all that doesn't have a chakra system. It only has energy of vibration through the harmonics. Everything is a listening skill. You have to understand the energy, the thought, the heart, and the vibration. I said that before. But you have to understand the 4 atmospheres. So you have to get into the 10 divisional atmosphere systems through weather patterns, because the biochemical system is changing everything through the circuitry systems. The mind system is now on all locations through the simulation, but you have to understand activation of pyramids. Everybody is understanding that, right? We're going through shapes and all that through pyramids, because that pyramid is an activation through its shapes. But you can also activate that pyramid through letters and numbers. We'll get into that. That's how we get into the simulation world system. Okay? Everything is connected. Everything is aligned. The more you find your balance through frequency levels are your connection through everything, through the multiverse, and its connection through the simulation world system. Okay? So the more we realize that we are in the simulation, which is the real world of its reality system, then you understand what I'm talking about through its information of its intelligence system. So I keep seeing all colorful rainbow, glitter, sparks bouncing off one another with my eyes open. There's a ripple to when you drop in a rock. Yep. Yeah, it's a ripple effect, because you're getting communication of sonars, and those sonars are going into the collaboration, full rotation of its magnetic of its force and its rainbow system, Ash. So you're connecting with your waving cycles. So you understand your communication. Okay, that's your hand formation through communication of rainbow systems. This is high illumination light through a matrix sun system. Okay, this is a graphing cycle of a blue system through a wall system. Okay, this is a shape of a pillow system. Obviously, we know that, right? So you have to understand everything and how to communicate through the simulation world system. Okay, you can't think as a human in a mind or a brain. You have to think through simulation of a mind. Okay, because it's not a brain, it's a mind. Simulation only communicates through the mind. It doesn't understand the brain system because it's not in dimensional Earth. Okay, so. But that's great if you're seeing rainbows and glitters and sparks, so you can communicate with the star systems. Yeah. Sparkles, right? Sparkles like that. If you're seeing illumination of lights of white, you're seeing space. Communication of stars, okay? You're seeing that? Communication of star system, which is a space station. You can't have star systems that are space stations. They're also connected through star seeds, because it's an individual pocket system, which is a civilization of its world system. Full rotation of its multi-system. But see, things are getting more complicated and more advanced. So we really have to concentrate on how we can get into simulation world system. But you have to understand everything that's going on right now through its formation. So but you know, it's fascinating stuff. Once you get into that communication airwaving signals through a gamma ray system, then you can communicate with the simulation world system. So I'm going to let you guys go for now, but this is extremely high information through the, not just the galactic, not just the matrix, but it's communication through simulation world system, through portal activation, electronic interference systems. Okay. So everybody have a fantastic day, and I'll keep you informed for tomorrow of what's going on. We'll get into the ground formations of circulation rotation systems. Okay, because you have to really understand electronic interference. You have to understand the cycle divisions. You have to understand its gravitational pull, and we'll figure out if we can create a planet system. I don't think anybody's ready yet, but I can basically show you and how everything is done and how it's calculated and modified through its calibrations of its mass. Okay, because there's a weight to everything. Okay, that's how you understand. You know, understanding your mass of your body system, you understand the hydraulics of a circuitry system. Okay, so you have to understand how powerful you are through your thoughts. Because if you want to create something, if you want to have an electronic ball, you can have it in size. You can have it small, medium, or large, but you have to understand how to use it. It's an expansion, right? Because the energy is through its atom, but it has electronic interference, right? And then its hydraulic system. So those connection energy wave patterns are connecting through its atom of its system, because the vibration signals are changing every single time through its second per second. And that's how it gets into its number system, because everything through its number of its body system, okay, is modified and calculated through its mass of its energy. Okay. So we'll work on that in my next video. But I hope everybody's doing well. Thank you very much for watching my channel. This is Andrew Weston, high rising in the simulation world system of the hydraulic system of its energy system. Calling out. Adios, everybody.